Welcome back to another Backpage Gaming video. Today we're looking at the king himself. It's Kylian Mbappe. We've got Sam with us.
Hello.
We've also got Rob.
You alright, guys?
I just want to remind you that if you're not subscribed already, please drop us a subscription. We're almost at 100 subs. Hit the notification bell to keep up with all the player reviews that we're bringing out.
As Jack says, we're reviewing Mbappe today. Jack was actually lucky enough to pack him untradeable, and none of us are salty about it at all.
Hey.
Yeah, we're all very good vibes here. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, obviously, he was one of your main boys last year, Jack. You managed to get the team of the season eventually. Obviously, very OP last year. Is it the return of the king? Is he back?
Yes. Simply, to me, yeah. I think, granted, I haven't used Neymar or Ronaldo just yet. His finishing is unbelievable. So, last video I said that Alba was probably one of the best finishers I've used. He shits on Alba. He is amazing. I can't say enough good things about him. He's got the 5-star skills, which is, for me, I think it's probably one of the most important things to have in a striker this year. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, I've never been the type of FIFA player to do loads of skills. I've always been like pass, move.
Brexit football,
yeah. Yeah. And this year, I think they're a must.
Absolutely.
But they're also, at the same time, I feel like they're a lot more achievable this year. I don't know how you two feel about that, but I feel like I'm actually able to do them this year, and they actually beat people.
They're a lot more useful, aren't they? I think they're a lot more effective than they have been in previous years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that as well. So he's pretty expensive. Obviously, you've got him untradeable.
Yeah.
I don't think you've got the capital to get him in if you
would
didn't
not,
have him untradeable.
nowhere near.
So he's like 1.3 on Xbox, like 1.5 on Xbox, not PS4 and PC. If you didn't get him untradeable, would you eventually save up enough to get him? Do you think he's worth that price?
No. I can understand why he is that price, because obviously he's probably him and Ronaldo are the best strikers in the game, apart from around 9. So there's not really much, especially at the start of the game, there's nobody else that's diluting his price, so there's not. You look at the end of last year or even, a few months into it, there's a lot more informs and promos that have brought out really good attackers. Whereas at the minute, there's just no one really that stands up to him. So I think that's the reason as to why he's so expensive. But no, I wouldn't pay that much for him simply because I think at this point in the game, it's more important to have a really well-balanced team. But if you're an absolute credit card FC merchant, yes. I think it depends on where you are in the game. And for most people, they're only going to be at the start. So I can understand.
Yeah, if you can afford a good team around him, then why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
you look at a lot of people.
Everything on him.
You look at a lot of people that are going as left attacking mid. Imagine having that much money already.
Yeah,
so
that's mad, isn't it?
No, I don't think I'd pay that for him. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, the same. I think it's too expensive for.
Too expensive too soon.
At this point.
Yeah.
At this point in the game. Back to its positives and negatives, though. I think one thing that has to be mentioned, and we've mentioned it millions of times on certain players in the game, have a certain factor.
The bullshit factor.
Yeah, should
That's
be a
the one. Yeah, the amount of times, even against me, when people have used him against me and stuff.
Yeah.
He just rides the tackle. It's almost like somebody phases through him, and then he just instantly shoots and it goes top bins.
He's like Ghost on Ant-Man and the Wasp.
He does things that that shouldn't be possible, especially with a new patch and it being, harder to tackle people. He just rides challenges. It's he's not got enormous strength, but he feels like probably one of the strongest players I've used just because he bounces off players like he did last year, to be honest with you.
76 strength is actually quite a lot for Mbappe.
It's decent, yeah, especially with Marksman, which is the chem style we've picked out, gives him another 10, so he's on 86.
Yeah.
So I suppose that's actually pretty good.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, fair play. I'll take it back.
So another positive that I've picked out is obviously the guy's fast. It's why you buy Mbappe.
He is very fast.
I think a lot of the time on FIFA, when you get the really agile players, they normally have a little bit less pace, or they're only agile when you're doing just
you're a
the
bit
left
slower,
stick dribbling.
yeah.
But for me, Mbappe, it feels like he's top speed, slow speed, any speed you want. He's just gonna you can just turn on a dime with him,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's just this year, putting defenders on skates is so easy with a player like that. So
He's the best dribbler you've used, both of you.
Yes, I think so. For me,
Hazard's up there.
I have used Hazard as well, and I still think he's better. I think it's just the fact that he's got the 5-star.
5-star.
Yeah, it really does help. Running scoop turn can't be. It can't be spoke about enough, really, for me. I think it's the best skill move in the game.
Yeah, I think I'd say he's probably the best dribbler I've used. I'd be happy to put that to him.
Yeah. Either of you got any negatives or?
The only negative I can really think, other than the price, is obviously you've got that big hefty price.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna go and look for links for him, right? And then so your links in that league are obviously your Neymar, again as expensive, if not more expensive. Then good centre mids in that league. You've got like the new inform Renato, again.
There's Andre.
Expensive.
Right, it's a stretch. So obviously I've actually got the card, so I'm having to get into teams. And if you don't go for all French players around him, there's really poor strong links. Like Florenzi is one that we've highlighted in best links because he's actually affordable. I haven't tried him yet, but he looks.
I've used him at CDM.
Have you? So I was actually looking at. I was looking at using him at CDM, so it could be an option because you can always play him with 7 chem at right wing or something.
I use him as a CDM sub. He's quality.
I might have to investigate, but for that's one of the main drawbacks. I mean, it's not really a drawback because there's going to be a lot more cards that come out that will just negate that. And moving into the end card, actually, we've given him a 10 for his rating because he is disgustingly good. 5 coins is 6, so it kind of depends. He's still expensive, don't get me wrong, but if you've got enough money for him, he's absolutely worth it, as long as you don't have too much of a rubbish team around him. As you can see, he's got the 5-star skills, wonderful. He's got 4-star weak foot, which to me feels more like a 5-star. He feels, I suppose it's because it's the start of the game, but he feels so much better than he did last year. I think I suppose because you remember using his like foot birthday against Team of the Seasons, whereas this is so much better than all the other defenders he's against.
Yeah.
I think his start card's better than last year's start card anyway. Like, obviously he's been upgraded, so
I think.
It just instantly feels better though. Like, I think last year I had that gold one on the wing.
He's baller.
I didn't want to play him striker, but this year, like, striker, best player on the team,
on the game.
Like, he's definitely better this year. I think maybe the change in meta with the skills and stuff actually really suits him. So
yeah. And then some of the links we picked out was Pogba. I've used Pogba if you watched our squad builder video. If not, go and watch it. Pogba was great for me in the midfield, and then Ousmane, another French link. It's a really good link to have because you can always put, Dembele left wing, Mbappe left CDM or left centre mid or something, and then Kamara, that new rule break one.
Yeah, it was quite good. So
altogether, brilliant card. If you've got the money, go and get him. That's my recommendation.
So yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, then like, and like Jack said at the start, make sure you subscribe. Got plenty of videos coming your way. We're doing about 4 a week we're aiming for, so there's plenty more to look forward to, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
See you later.